Miami is not boarding. Slip slide collabo. Dade County.
When your whole neighborhood was hood highs in the session there, I was just in the 7th grade. When I made up my mind, my dream car was a 7 tray. Wanted to dump, I was still at the bus stop. That was around the time Trick Thugs, I rush drop. 305 on the baseball cap. Used to peanut butter jelly with the baseball bat. Realest killers on the block, still dripping and stick. Everybody used to rock Reeboks, Kadickies. And my auntie was getting loose, the Uncle Luke. My uncle then was selling dope to smoking boom. That way before the models came through. And way after Hurricane Andrew. And way before the flock of fiends, skinny jeans. That real Miami life, it was paradise.
Miami. Yo, what's really good, University of Miami Hurricane football fans? Your boy Alonzo 1219, aka Dawar, back in the building from a few week layoff, back in the building doing another video for the University of Miami, my University of Miami Hurricanes, your University of Miami Hurricanes, and just going to do a little summary of the regular season, and then we'll get into a little bit of Wisconsin talk the end of this upcoming week. But right now, we're just going to do a little summary of the past season and let you guys know what I think, and you guys can let me know what you think. So without further delay, let's get into it. First off, that was Trick Daddy new joint, you know what I'm saying? Paradise. Trick, that dude, man. Always been that dude, man. Mr. 305 all day long. So what we gonna talk about? How we gonna start this? First, we're gonna start this with defense. And let's start with the show first. Let's start with the show. For all the new subscribers, you know what I'm saying? All the old subscribers, all the unsubscribers, everybody, man. To me, I think this was a pretty good year, you know what I'm saying? Doing this University of Miami YouTube channel. I really enjoyed it, man. We got a few new faces doing YouTube videos and everything. Still got the same old faces, you know what I'm saying? With my mentor, you know what I'm saying? Unc Nasty, you know what I'm saying? The Kane Shades, and that's my big brother. Even though he's a little younger than me, you know, he's been doing this a lot longer than me. So much love to him. And all about the U83, you know what I'm saying, who got back into it this year and definitely stepped the game up and doing great things. Kane Swag and doing his thing. Kane Swag definitely stepping it up and doing it a little different, you know what I'm saying, showing a little videos and everything. College football vids, you know what I'm saying, he was doing his things, and a few more guys. I'm sorry I can't remember everybody's name, but you know what I'm saying, appreciative to all of that. Definitely appreciate all the support I continue to get and continue to receive. I'm thankful for all that. Now let's get into this football thing. Defense, in my opinion, overachieved again. You know, they overachieved last year. Manny Diaz, in my opinion, which I did not like the hire. I keep saying that I did not like it. But definitely proved me wrong on so many different levels on getting these guys to buy into a system, an attacking system, a system that they're used to playing. I think that, you know what I'm saying, that's what was the main thing he did was, you know what I'm saying, implement a system that those guys are used to playing, and you know what I'm saying, having young cornerbacks. We got beat sometimes this year, you know, and everything like that, but for the most part those guys held their own, you know. So, you know, the coaching staff, the defensive coaching staff definitely did a great job of getting those guys to play together. And in my opinion, you know what I'm saying, the reason why we were able to win the Coastal was because of, you know what I'm saying, because of the defense, the defense, the Quartermans, the McLeods, and you know what I'm saying, that front seven was just, you know what I'm saying, ferocious. The back end of defense was kind of a little bit, you know what I'm saying, not great, you know, but more likely they held their own. You know what I'm saying? In big games, they played big, you know what I'm saying? And the defense, in my opinion, was great. Hopefully, we got a good recruiting class, more good defensive recruits coming in. We'll touch on that a little bit. But that's just my opinion about the defense. I thought the defense definitely was solid this year. They overachieved last year. No one expected them to be good at all last year, and they definitely overachieved last year. And this year, I believe they overachieved again with all the losses that we had in the secondary. And people weren't expecting them to be definitely, you know what I'm saying, compete about what they did last year. And I really think they did. So I'm definitely happy with the defense this year. I know there is room for improvement, especially on the back end. There is room for improvement. There's always room for improvement. But I'm happy with what they did with the defense this year. Special teams. Special teams did not do a great job this year. Could have did a lot better. Last few games, it really showed up of how bad the special teams were. I think they need to definitely adjust that. We need to get some. We need to do something different with that. We need to. Special teams need to be a lot better next year. It needs to be a lot better. It needs to be a lot better in the bowl game coming up against Wisconsin. You know what I'm saying? In order for us to win that game, that's a solid team. You know what I'm saying? So they need to be a lot better in the bowl game coming up against Wisconsin. And hey, we'll see. We'll see. But they definitely did not do a great job this year. Special teams, whether it came from punting, which was very, 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 very bad. Kicking field goals was, hit or miss. Kickoff return, kickoffs, and it just was kickoff coverage. Special teams was just not in sync this year. I don't know if they're thinking too much. I have no idea what it is. I don't know what kind of plays it's called, and I'm not real big on special teams. But for all the athletes that we have, special teams should have been a lot better, especially the kicking game. The kicking game was definitely the worst part of our special teams unit this year. Have to get that fixed. Got to get that fixed in a hurry. So we need to work on that. Offense. People know how I feel about the offense, and I already know people were ready to kill me anytime I speak on offense. But I speak what I see. And to me, offense held us back a lot this year. Offense was really, really, really bad. And I've gotten into a few spats with a couple of family members. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. We get into it with each other. But the people I've gotten into it with lately, it's been very respectful. You know what I'm saying? Those guys have their opinions. And listen, I'm not here to change your mind. I'm just here to tell you how I feel. Definitely not here to change your mind or anything. And people already know that I didn't want Coach Richt as a coach. And I'm not going to sit here and hide behind like I did. But I don't care who's a coach as long as the coach is winning. You know, that's one thing about me. And it's all about who winning, whether it's a player or a coach, whether I like you or dislike you, want you as a coach or a player, or don't want you as a coach or player. If you win, I want you here. If you're doing your job and doing the best you can for University of Miami, I want you here. You know what I'm saying? So believe me, I don't want Coach Richt gone, even though I didn't want him as a head coach. I really believe that he's done a great job for all the hires he did, for the attention that he's brought to the school, everything, man. I love what he's done for the University of Miami. But do I think that the offense has taken a step backwards? Yes, I do. I think offense should have been better than what it is. And I got into it with a few family members, wait till 2019 class come in, or, wait till his players come in. And I keep repeating myself. His players are in Georgia right now. The players that he had in Georgia right now are in the playoffs. And get mad at me, agree with me, disagree with me. It is what it is. I don't mind that as long as you just do it respectfully. But, he had the same players in Georgia, those players in the playoffs. And I wasn't expecting us to be in the playoffs, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying our offense is terrible. And I know Malik is not a good quarterback. If he felt like Malik wasn't good enough, then we need to play another quarterback. I know our offensive line isn't good enough. I'm not saying it is. But all those things that I'm saying that we weren't good enough in those positions, they were good enough in those positions at Georgia. And it didn't work out for them the last 5 or 6 years there. So that's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like me or don't like me, I'm speaking the truth. I'm speaking the truth. Whether you agree or disagree with me, you know what I'm saying? Not saying our offense should have been world beaters, but our offense is just really bad. And to me, it's gotten worse from last year to this year than it was 2 years ago under Coley. I'm just being honest with you. It's just my opinion. Maybe the running game hasn't changed, but, it's not where it needs to be. And we need to figure out what we need to do to get it there. I'm not the type of person that's going to cover it up every week, and then blow up at the end. It's, we need to fire Coach Richt. I don't want to hear those people saying that if it don't work out next year. What I'm saying is we need to figure out a way to fix it, because people aren't going to want to wait till 2019, 2020 Hurricane fans aren't patient like that. A lot of other fans are. Hurricane fans aren't patient like that. You know what I'm saying? So I would love to see what we can do to make this offense better immediately next year. You know what I'm saying? Because we have to get better on offense. Whether people like what I say or don't like what I say, we all have to agree with we have to get better on offense next year. Whether it's the offensive line getting better strength and conditioning so they can get a better push on the ball, whether it's getting the right quarterback for what he wants to do. But also, if we don't have the right quarterback for what he wants to do, then he needs to implement an offense for the quarterback and for the offensive line that he has. That's another thing that we have to do. We can't systems are meant to be manipulated a little bit. Anybody who's coached football knows that systems are meant to be manipulated. You're not going to always get the players that you want, the exact players that you want to run a certain system. So we have to manipulate the system to the players. So that's what's going to have to be done, but we're going to have to do better on offense next year. It just has to be done. If we don't, then it's going to be a problem. And I can promise you that it's going to get louder and louder. And I don't want to see that because I feel like the program is headed in a great direction. But we have to get better on offense. It just has to be done. And we can't be stagnant anymore. There are things that we have to change on this offense though to get the offense better. Do I think Malik Rozier is a major problem? Yes, I do. I believe that he's a major problem. Do I believe that the offensive line is a major problem? Yes, I do. I believe the offensive line is a major problem. So those are things that we're going to have to work on to figure out a way to get the offense going in a better direction a little bit faster. So those are my takes on whether or not offense, defense. I'm going to have guys probably say, well, we won the Coastal. This is the first time we won the Coastal. No, actually, it's the second time we won the Coastal. The first time we had to forfeit it. You know what I'm saying? So we forfeited the first time, and I think Georgia Tech got in there because of our forfeit. And I'm really happy we won the Coastal, but I'm still upset with the way we lost that last game. And I sit back and think about a little bit of things, and we had played 10 straight weeks, so guys were tired. They were fatigued, mentally fatigued as well. And those things happen. You know what I'm saying? A few things were into play with that. So, it is what it is on that aspect. But coming into Wisconsin, we've got to be better in all three phases of football, all three phases of the game. But we definitely have to be better on the offense side. And they've gotten rest and fatigue. So if they've gotten rest, there'll be plenty of rest before the game. So we should be okay coming to Wisconsin game. And we're at home. So it should be a very, very, very exciting football game. I predict that we should win that game. There should be no reason. We are way more talented than Wisconsin. I understand Wisconsin is a tough football team, but we are more talented, and hopefully we'll be better coached and better prepared than Wisconsin. So I'm definitely thinking that we'll win that game. Hopefully Malik goes out with a blast this year, because I really don't believe that he'll be quarterbacking this team next year. He had his opportunity and didn't take advantage of it for whatever reasons. He didn't take advantage of it this year. He had some pretty good games, but he also had some pretty bad games. You know what I'm saying? So, see what's going on with that. Like I said, I keep saying this as well. Tight ends are going to have to get more involved next year. Running backs coming out the backfield are going to have to get more involved next year. There are things that we're going to have to do. And we got to get a quarterback that's able to manipulate and change the system. Change the style if things break down. Be able to make plays when things break down. Be able to see the offense. Be able to see the receivers. Some things that Malik didn't do this year. He had open receivers sometimes that he didn't get the ball to. And then when the ball gets there, receivers have to catch it, whether they're surprised or not, they got to catch it. You know what I'm saying? So things like that. But that's basically my breakdown this year. Defense overachieved again to me this year. A lot of people thought that we would be worse because of what we lost on defensive backfield. Offense once again underachieved to me this year, definitely. And special teams definitely underachieved this year. Definitely underachieved. And Amon Richards, hopefully he gets back and be a speedy recovery. He's been hurt all year. That has a lot to do with the offense not being as good neither, because Amon's been hurt this year. So hopefully we can get him back and get some more receivers involved in the game and not to depend on one guy. Besides that, man, I'm done with this video, man. I love you guys, man. Appreciate all the subscribers that I've gotten to the page. I do pay attention to every comment, and if you leave a nasty comment, I do delete it. So don't get mad at me if I delete it, because I will remove your comment if it's disrespectful or vulgar. It is what it is. Love you guys, man. Keep supporting University of Miami. I always will. I love this team, love this channel, love these fans, love the players, man. Love you guys all day, every day. And